Good afternoon. It's time for the 1 p.m. news bulletin here on Younib TV. I'm Jesicah Adiang. Thank you for making us part of your day. As always, we're here to keep you informed with the top stories shaping Kenya, from the corridors of power to the ongoing voter registration exercise. Before this and many more, here's a look at what's making headlines this hour.
You can answer the question as to whether, sorry Chair, allow me to guide him, whether you can register a parcel without survey. What comes before there?
It is not possible, only for this case which I have seen now, that there was a registration of a parcel of land that is never supported by any survey. From our side, we have already declared that this parcel is foreign to us.
Linda Mama was good, Linda Jamii is obviously better. And therefore, it is an improvement from what it was in terms of the scope, from just delivery of mothers, which was the primary target of Linda Mama.
He's one person who was never confronted by Moi at any time. He never abused anybody, he never disagreed with anybody. And when he chaired a committee or a meeting, he was thorough. He came with solutions.
Thank you for choosing Younib TV. Now, former President Uhuru Kenyatta is still encountering significant criticism from leaders of Kenya Kwanza, with President William Ruto at the forefront of this opposition. Ruto informed his predecessor that the Social Health Authority program is considerably more effective than the Linda Mama initiative, while recognizing that the health reforms were initiated during Uhuru's administration. Ruto emphasized that the distinction between the two programs are evident and apparent.
Linda Mama was good, Linda Jamii is obviously better. And therefore, it is an improvement from what it was in terms of the scope, from just delivery of mothers, which was the primary target of Linda Mama. We've now improved it to cover prenatal, before the delivery, postnatal, the delivery itself, postnatal, and it's no longer targeting Mama. It is targeting Jamii. Mama plus the children plus the household.
Nobody has scrapped Linda Mama. But what have we done? We have enhanced the cover of Linda, of the mother, and added the family. They left us with 30 billion fictitious NHIF debt. Out of that debt, Linda Mama debt under NHIF inpatient was 4.8 billion. Outpatient was 306 million. In total, my good friend, my former leader, you have left us with 5.6 billion Linda Mama.
Now, a day filled with prayers, songs, and remembrance took place at the Don Bosco Catholic Church in Upper Hill, Nairobi, where family, friends, and leaders convened for the memorial service of the late Cabinet Minister Dalmas Otieno Anyango. The 80-year-old politician, who served as the MP for Rongo for many years, was honored for his humility and dedication to the community. He was grieved as a father, a nurturer, and a national leader whose influence extended far beyond the realm of politics.
Celebrating a great hero, a man who is very intelligent, very handsome, a father to my children, and a grandfather to my grandchildren. God blessed us with 13 grandchildren.
He was the patriarch of the home and ensured that everyone felt seen and heard, everyone mattered, and he raised a family rooted in love and unity.
He just saw a young, naive girl and turned me into a dynamite, what I am today. And I thank him for the opportunity that he showed me and everything that he showed me.
He said in situations I'd ever pass, you should always be there for your family.
2013, 2017, I was working closely with Uhuru Kenyatta, and Delmas was in court, and the country was so divided. And Delmas was the reason, the voice of reason, which was calming us down, bringing everybody together.
He's one of the fellows who told Uhuru in 2006, 2007, when we were riding on ODM, all politics is local. Akamwambia, wewe rudi kwenu, wachana na hii, alafu hiyo ndio ilimfanya I inherit your Mount Kenya. They loved him in politics, but they knew akipanda hiyo mlima, against the mlima, mambo itakuwa ngumu.
If there is any lesson that I would urge politicians within our midst here to emulate from the late Dalmas Otieno is to exercise some discretion, some reasonable level of independence of mind.
He's one person who was never confronted by Moi at any time. He never abused anybody, he never disagreed with anybody. And when he chaired a committee or a meeting, he was thorough. He came with solutions.
Moving on, governors have expressed renewed criticism towards Health CS Aden Duale, accusing the Social Health Authority of postponing the reimbursement of 10.3 billion Kenyan shillings onto counties for health services. The Council of Governors cautioned that these delays are putting a strain on public facilities and compelling counties to reallocate development funds to meet basic health needs. They called for a structured and timely reimbursement framework to restore the stability within the sector.
Matters health. Functional and well-financed public health facilities are essential in the country's journey towards universal health care and in achieving strategic goals. Besides service provision, county governments have played a vital role in awareness creation, registration of individuals, and even payment of premiums for indigents and capacity building for healthcare providers. We therefore, we appreciate that a lot has been achieved, but we still face some teething problems here and there. We therefore look forward to deliberation on how to improve the SHA reimbursement rate, consistent remittances to SHIV, issuance of tablets to primary healthcare facilities, to facilitate claims, internet connectivity in hospitals, and the distribution of equipment, progression and expediting of the distribution of equipment under the National Equipment Service Program, NESP. Your Excellency, and as Q1 ends, and this will be, I'm sure, reflected by the report of the Controller of Budget at the end of this quarter, counties have not been able to absorb money.
Now, Lands Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome has now stated that the 4,700-acre Ol Kiombo farm located within the Masai Mara Game Reserve was obtained unlawfully. CS Wahome has clarified that the land was not surveyed prior to the issuance of the title to Livingstone Kunini Ntutu, who is the sibling of Narok Governor Patrick Ole Ntutu.
You can answer the question as to whether, sorry Chair, allow me to guide him, whether you can register a parcel without survey. What comes before there?
It is not possible, only for this case which I have seen now, that there was a registration of a parcel of land that is never supported by any survey. From our side, we have already declared that this parcel is foreign to us.
as much as the CS did not wait with the figure that you wanted her to do, she has given you the last nail on their coffin. The service does not exist. So we don't have any piece of rat by the rec number 155. And this is a closed case.
You can use this one now in the litigation. So the CS has really helped you and helped the committee that you now have a strong case. And Kenyans.
If there is no survey records, then there is a problem. In fact, sometimes even the records may be misplaced. But in this case, we are saying they did not exist.
This one has done illegally, and procedurally, unofficially. Hawa wanakamati wamekuja kugawa hiyo hati, including machifu wawili, assistant chief, na mwingine ameenda retired. Ni mahali tumetenga tuweke shule secondary, ni mahali tumetenga tuweke university, ni mahali tumetenga tuweke hospitali.
We are going for a break, but stay tuned for more updates.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back and thank you for keeping it Younib. Now, the principals of political parties in the country are engaged in a tactical contest to secure the support of the Gen Z electorate following the initiation of voter registration process, which the IBC anticipates will attract approximately 6.3 million new voters. The competition for the vital demographic has compelled political parties to reassess their strategies and implement diverse approaches to capture this essential vote.
Nobody can beat Ruto without Gen Z support. Nobody. Nobody, forget about it. Not just in terms of the vote the Gen Z will bring. The energy, the vigor, the work, and the way they will not just mobilize for people to vote, but the way they will guard the vote. Anybody will think twice before doing monkey business with the 2027 election if the Gen Z are involved.
Jazimbo! Jazimbo! Nyinyi Gen Z ndio dawa ya kasongo. Gen Z ndio dawa ya kasongo. Kesho hii tunaamuka, tunaanza kuchukua kura. Naomba nyinyi vijana wangu wa Gen Z, mchukue kura, mtusaidie kufukuza kasongo.
This mandamano must continue. I've announced that on the 25th of June every year, that when we take over that, we'll convert it to a public holiday because it is the day. That is the day when young Kenyans decided enough is enough.
For Gen Zs will be the only defining factor, as a matter of fact, in 2027. Because you have to look at the statistics, look at the 2019 census. The Gen Zs are whooping 80.6 million. The millennials are over 12 million. Millennials and Gen Zs together, they make 30 million voters.
Now moving on to Baringo County, where Baringo County Commissioner Stephen Mutua has praised the ongoing peace restoration initiative in Baringo, particularly in the Kerio Valley region, where the residents are willingly surrendering illegal firearms that have long contributed to the violence in the area. Speaking in Cabinet Town, the commissioner confirmed that to date, 20 firearms have been willingly handed over to the Kolowa in Tiaty sub-county, with additional submissions anticipated throughout the county.
Unaona kwamba kaunti yetu usalama imeweza kuimarika kila mahali, na tunahimiza kwamba watu warudi mashambani, watu wakae vizuri, kwa sababu sasa umeona watu wameanza kurudi makwao, sehemu za Arapal, sehemu za Ngelecha, sehemu za Mkutani, watu wameanza kurudi na kuanza kulima. Na bahati mzuri tuko na mvua inaendelea kunyesha, na serikali imetoa mbolea ya kuweza kusaidia wananchi ili tuweze kuwa na chakula. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana timu zetu za usalama. Hivi sasa katika maeneo mengine unaona kwamba watu wameanza kurudisha silaha. Kule Kolowa tumeweza kurudisha silaha mingi sana haramu. Tunaendelea hizo area za Tiaty, na tunahimiza kwamba wale ambao wako na silaha haramu bado iko amnesty ya kuweza kurudisha silaha, waweze kurudisha ili tuendelee kukaa na amani katika kaunti yetu na majirani. Na kwa hivi sasa tumeweza kupata zaidi ya bunduki 20 katika maeneo yetu ya Kolowa, na bado wanazidi kusaidiana maafisa huko na wengine kuweza kurudisha hizo bunduki. Tunatarajia kwamba kwa wakati hii itaweza kuzidi kiasi ambayo ni matarajio yetu. Tunapata ushirikiano mzuri kupitia kwa maafisa yetu pamoja na wale ambao.
Now on to some sports news. Members of Parliament have expressed concerns regarding the high interest repayment associated with the Talanta Sports City Stadium, indicating that the project's total cost is projected to rise to approximately 100 billion Kenyan shillings, up from the original estimate of 44.7 billion. During their appearance before the National Assembly Sports Committee yesterday, a delegation from the Ministry of Sports, led by PS Elijah Mangi, stated that the expenditure for building the 60,000-seat stadium represents the most competitive pricing available in the market.
Was this really value for money for Kenyans, whereby a stadium costs that are 44 billion, but when you are done with the repayment, it goes all the way to 100 billion shillings?
It was done without knowledge of Kenyans. Was it advertised? We were kept out of loop completely. We don't even have information.
The alternative here was not to go and borrow like outright from the market. When this project was being discussed in 2023-2024 in terms of looking at the options, the first option was to figure out how can it be funded through the already developed framework within the sports fund as it is.
And that wraps up our bulletin this 1 p.m. right here on Younib TV. Thank you for staying informed with us this Wednesday afternoon. We'll continue to monitor developing stories and bring you updates as they unfold across our platforms. For more news, stay tuned on Younib TV or visit our website and social media pages. I am Jesicah Adiang. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Religion.